I was banned for hate speech almost 3 years ago, and again 7 months ago.
Been wanting to make a video about this fella for a long time, all right? A little bit of the rabbit hole for a guy who deserves a rabbit hole. He is notoriously wild. He's a wild man, and there's quite a rabbit hole of information and really interesting surrounding this, let's be real, crazy man, crazy person. That's why he's infamous. That's why he's so fun to watch, or was fun to watch until it happened.
Oh, it's a bug. It's a bed bug? God damn it.
His name's Dellor. You ever heard of him? You ever heard of Dellor? You ever seen this clip, maybe? And in the early 2010s, Matthew Vaughn, better known by his online alias Dellor, emerged as a formidable force in the competitive gaming scene. He began with World of Warcraft, much like our favorite streamer on this channel, Asmongold.
Yeah, just jump, dude. You'll be fine.
Where he honed his skills and developed a deep understanding of complex game mechanics. Oh my god, I love World of Warcraft. Oh my god, oh, I love that when you hit one of the 30,000 buttons on the screen and there's so... I've never played Warcraft in my whole life, ever.
All right, thumbs up. Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
It seems like something I couldn't do or play or I don't understand it at all. The game mechanics are too complicated for you. Yeah.
Not now, Nelson. I just joined a big party of night elves and we're going to explore the Tower of Azora together.
Is that a computer game?
No, Artard. It's an MMORPG.
Dellor, though, unlike myself, could pick up a game, and also unlike you, bitch, could pick up a game and become very good at it quite quickly. Most creators who begin in a game stay in that game forever. Ninja with Fortnite, for example. Dellor, he went beyond World of Warcraft. As Dellor's reputation grew, his repertoire of games included some other popular titles. Diablo 3, you've probably played it. League of Legends, you hate yourself. Overwatch, you also hate yourself. And Counter-Strike. Dellor's an insane gamer. I mean, look at these rips and clips and all this stuff, but the fun stuff's the screaming. That's what I want to get into. This guy's like the opposite of most gaming YouTube channels, especially the ones that I like to watch, where they suck at games.
Yep.
But they have really awesome, bright, bubbly personalities, and they make jokes and they say P, or they, you know, they watch TikToks. Their name's Schlatt.
Nothing's funny about that.
Or, you know, their name's Soup, or something like they have a metal band. I don't know. That's who I like watching. This guy, on the other hand, kind of abrasive. And also really good.
LOL, he thinks he's Symphony. Yo, f off. I can literally edit as fast as that sucker with my... I'll show you. I didn't mean to call him a sucker. Symphony's fine. I don't know why I said that.
Do you remember PUBG? Because I'm sure you do. And because you do, that was the turning point in Dellor's career. Only one person could win in the game. It's hyper competitive, and he became top ranked for kills in solo queues. He was aggressive, precise, and tactical. Casual viewers loved him. Fortnite, also another game that he made an insane amount of content on.
Holy shit!
Look at this. This is his channel banner. This is f***ing insane. Top 250, Overwatch. Season 1, former pro. Season 3, top 400, League of Legends. Battle Royale, top 10. How is he so good at video games? Like, how do you even be good at all of these? None of the, I mean, I guess this and this and this and this seem fairly similar, but how do you do this good? How do you do this good at World of Warcraft and League of Legends and Diablo? Like, I guess it's just like hyper competition. This guy's like Elon Musk. Hooray, this guy's like Elon Musk. Except I believe this guy. As the profile of Dellor grew within the esports community, so did the scrutiny of his performances. It's a very public thing to be competitive in video games, and you know, with the amplification of that platform, of your platform on streaming platforms, you get really heavily criticized when you're the best. Grappling with the need to maintain a consistent public image and striving for excellence is difficult. It's very difficult. There's only a few people who've been able to do it consistently, and they are now have all fallen off, it seems like. But I want to show you something wild from Dellor's subreddit that is just next level. There's a 5-part critique of Dellor's aim that's posted to his subreddit that focuses on his skills, his psychological state, and how they affect his gaming skills compared to other competitive gamers. Let's check this out. This is really interesting. High levels of stress and performance anxiety are common among streamers who are consistently under the watch by their audience. Dellor's emotional volatility can exacerbate the stress, leading to impaired cognitive function and a slow reaction time. This is ChatGPT, I think. Successful streamers often exhibit traits such as emotional stability. Comparing Dellor's approach with that of top-tier streamers like Shroud or Ninja who maintain composure and focus despite audience interactions can highlight areas where Dellor might improve. Such a weird way to critique someone with ChatGPT. I like it. It's clever, it's creative. I might start doing that. I might start just anonymously posting like Taylor Swift on 4chan in the early 2010s. But anyway, the high stress, the personality and mixed with the high stress and the competitive nature, that is what's so awesome and epic and crazy about dellor. I mean, look at this.
Bad game! Bad game!
Bad boy, bad game, bad boy. Sit, sit, go in your kennel, lay down. This man is so explosive, so volatile, and very unstable. It makes for excellent content, but it is sad. I do feel bad for the guy. I've never actually spoken to him. Probably should reach out to him before making a giant video like this about his entire life. But, you know, I don't feel like it's going to be that negative, and if anything, people are just going to, you know, see more about him and it'll be good for him. So I don't really know. I'm just really interested in dellor, and I want to show you guys. He's very explosive. The tirades are incredible. Them punctuated by shouting and the occasional destruction of gaming equipment lends itself to epic quality content. Some viewers are alarmed by these outbursts. I am not. And they do also contribute to the growth of the following. Because people want to watch him go insane. They want to watch him go crazy.
You tried and failed! You f***ing shitty! Thanks for the gear! F***ing shit lord!
It's a perpetual cycle of rage that dellor is caught in. And it's been a long one. And it's also, in some senses, unfortunately caused his life to be a bit of a super stinky poop fest. In some instances, unless it's all a bit, I really don't know. But it seems like there's a massive psychological impact on the performance pressure that this guy faces that is just, it seems to really be there. And esports, man, esports is really cool and I love it, but my Lord, it can be so toxic, just like any competitive sport or anything like that. But I feel like esports is even more competitive because you can't just beat someone up. You can't like fight somebody. There's no physical release. I don't give a f. You know, if you're in a competitive environment, honestly, it's your own fault for falling into the psychological pitfalls of that. But like, competition I love it, but in esports, something about it's just a little bit different. I don't dislike it, but it's like, man, you gotta really be physically active outside of that, or you are probably gonna be a piece of shit. Like, let's be real. It's gonna get you too wound up with no place to put all that energy. Except for back in the game. Screaming, tirades, explosions. How about this? April 2017, during an Overwatch stream, it was a bit of frustration. There were some racial slurs. Okay, guys, he crossed the line. He may have said the N-word 75 times in 30 seconds. Now, I obviously do not condone that whatsoever, and that's bad.
I'm not Pete, dude. Okay, okay. Oh, wow! You're actually gonna say that!
This little incident, though, he went viral within the gaming community, and he clearly had some anger management issues. All right, you know, watch this guy with a grain of salt. Is he entertaining? Absolutely. Is he a role model? No. Definitely not. I've heard some really weird people do content like that. So the repercussions to this 75-word-long outburst were swift and severe. Toronto Esports, the organization dellor was representing at the time, took immediate action. Ryan Pallett, the president of Toronto Esports, issued a statement explaining the termination of dellor's contract immediately upon learning of the incident. He was interviewed, admitted to the offense. It was recorded, so he didn't have to admit it. And they have a zero-tolerance policy for discrimination, which is cool. You know, that's totally, you know, it's a sport. It's not about discrimination. It's about competition. Healthy competition. This was his response on Twitter. He didn't try to justify his actions, obviously. I also don't know how you would say that 75 times and not think that people still think you're like a racist person, because like we can't see the twit longer anymore. the site can't be reached, but all the comments are about him. You know, I won't try to argue or make excuses, but still tries to justify screaming the N-word for 37 seconds, but somehow I think you're not racist. Yeah, definitely not exactly a not racist thing to do, for sure. He blamed it on lack of sleep, a bad day, and the opposing team's widow being a cheater, which is hilarious. He also said that his reasoning was to say the most offensive thing that came to mind, and it's just, he's not racist, but that's just the most offensive thing that came to mind. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know anything about psychology or why that seems like a logical outburst, but oh well. It's a long time ago. We're talking about 2017 here. It's almost 10 years ago. After he was released from Toronto Esports, Twitch took down his account and he was left with essentially nothing after years of hard work and dedication to the gaming grind. Maybe he would take the time to take up a hobby like underwater basket weaving, where maybe there his slurs would be muffled. Now, how do you rebuild your career after that? Honestly, I don't even know. I really don't even know. People hate PewDiePie still for the bridge incident, which is 74 times less bad. Like, let's be real. Still horrible, inarguable, inexcusable, etc. But it's clear that being able to redeem yourself after that is gonna be a little difficult. Gonna be a little bit difficult, especially if PewDiePie, after saying it one time, you know, still is massively hated by a gigantic chunk of the internet. And then there's like a couple million people, I guess, who watch his videos now and still love him and don't really care at all. Does saying it 75 times make you seem more racist or less? Because it seems like more of a joke. Comment down below. I genuinely don't know. On May 7th, 2019, 2 years later, dellor tried to right his wrongs, I guess, and he acknowledged his misconduct. He released a video expressing remorse for his 75 different actions.
I'm just here to say that to anyone that I've offended in the past, I'm sorry.
After the first hate speech ban, he was then banned again from somewhere for hate speech, as he says in his apology. So, like, I don't know how, I mean, this is just sad. It's really just kind of sad. I feel this guy seems like he's mentally shouldn't be doing this. He should just have a normal job.
I was banned for hate speech almost 3 years ago, and again 7 months ago.
At least he's wearing a suit, a button-up, so he looks nice in the apology. I like that. You know, I forgive him. But I'm a very forgiving person, so feel free to not. I don't really care. Just don't do it. Don't do it anymore. Does he ever do it again? What do you guys think? Guess down below. Does he do it again? We'll see. So eventually he was unbanned on Twitch, but he lost his partnership status and the subscription button, so like he couldn't make any money.
I don't know how you guys are even subbing. I don't have a sub button. I don't know if I can still get paid. I don't know how this works. I lost everything.
Financial setback, lapse in judgment, wear a suit, apologize, come back. That's how being a content creator works. dellor initiated a petition on July 7, 2019, get 15,000 signers, and that was to demonstrate to Twitch the loyalty of his fan base and their belief in his potential for change, which I'm all for that. I really like the idea of people being forgiven, and also the idea that people, you know, you don't have to forgive anybody. You're allowed to have your opinion. You can do whatever you want. I like that. I like the idea of people being able to do and say whatever they want and then just face the consequences of the court of public opinion. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know why I like it, but something about it feels really natural. Twitch responded to the petition by offering a conditional reinstatement of his partnership. It was obviously predicated on maintaining respectful behavior for a specific period and not being a piece of shit online. But suddenly, on October 1st, 2019, the day he was scheduled to regain his partnership, he was indefinitely banned from Twitch for self-harm after breaking a keyboard over his head. I mean, that is crazy. And a bit of controversy sparked from it. He had done this before, and other people had done this before, and they had not faced punitive measures, self-harm. But Twitch was obviously like watching every single move. Oh my God, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna? Ah, crap! What a dumbass. That's self-harm. I've done that before. That's a shitty keyboard, though. You can't do that with Glorious Gaming peripherals. They're a little heavy. This is metal. All these bans and the public scrutiny took a significant toll on this man's health, and he was hospitalized for a period. I don't know exactly what caused the hospitalization. After the break period that resulted after all the toxic shit, dellor pivoted to YouTube. And I remember this is when I first really started to know who he was and watch his content. 'Cause he was like one of the first kind of YouTube streamers, you know, that's like known for streaming on YouTube, even though he was on Twitch well before it and had, you know, success on Twitch. He became #1 overnight. It was really cool. 20,000 viewers, very, very, very impressive, and a overall positive reception. Maybe there's a new chance for a fresh start for for Mr. Dellor. No, it's a lot of setbacks. In February 2021, a hacking incident it Tower 7'd him, let's be real.
His TikTok and Instagram accounts were taken. His Blizzard account, which connects to some of his games, was hacked and also deleted. The name of Matthew's YouTube channel was changed to Cardano Foundation. Also, according to his Twitter feed, the hacker stole all of his Bitcoin and potentially emptied his funds, affecting how he could pay for his bills.
It then came out that Dellor was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and Asperger's syndrome. I don't know if he was diagnosed in this moment or if he was already diagnosed. I don't think doctors diagnose Asperger's anymore. It's like ASD, autism spectrum disorder. I'm not sure. He made these statements, I guess, to provide some context for his erratic streaming behavior. This was tweeted out in 2020 and mentioned a couple other times. Bipolar disorder, if you don't know, just in really simple terms, is characterized by extreme mood swings between manic and depressive episodes. And Asperger's, if you don't know, is a condition on the autism spectrum that makes it difficult in social settings. You have difficulty socially interacting with people, and you might have a higher sensitivity to environmental stimuli or something. It's very high pressure though, streaming is, and these contextual things make sense of the situation a bit. Dellor, on top of being bipolar and autistic, also doesn't seem to have the ability to take some personal accountability, or at least he doesn't do a very good job of communicating that via text. On New Year's Eve 2020, he took a long look at all the shit that has happened to him that's bad up until this point, and he described it by saying a bunch of things that he had no personal control over, and I assume blaming some of it. It seems like he's blaming a lot of the negative stuff in his life, like getting banned for saying the N-word 75 times, on these things. Only one of these things you have any personal control over. That's being addicted to meth. And that's even arguable at that point, like who you're surrounded with, etc. Like addiction is an incredibly complicated thing. But using these things as excuses for, why the world is not made for people like you seems kind of stupid, to be honest. But it's part of the entertainment. It's part of the entertainment value, right? You don't always have to be a good person to be entertaining, or even really to be good, if that makes sense.
I hate doing this. I hate streaming, and I hate my community, and I hate you guys, and I hate this website. You guys.
That one seems like a joke to me. That seems like fake rage. I don't know. But it also was very brave and inspiring to me. No, it wasn't. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so it seems like Asperger's and bipolar disorder are, you can't blame shit on that all that much. You can't use that as a trap card. Well, I'm just autistic. All right. Well, yeah, sure. But you still can read and then accept when things are right and wrong, and then do your best to attempt to learn from them. Sure, it can lead to it, and sure, you can use that, but you also have to, first thought, second action, first action, right? Ignore the first thought. That doesn't matter. The second thought is more important, and your first action is more important. You can do things. You can have some level of personal control over your life. It's also entirely possible that at this point it's just fake rage because he knows that's what will do well. So yeah, I mentioned he got hacked in February 2021. This was quite a setback. According to Dellor, the hack resulted in his bank accounts and crypto wallets being drained, his game accounts being deleted, and other Google accounts. That's horrible. Obviously, that's going to destabilize your mental state. That's quite a bit of psychological strain. We don't exactly know what caused all this. He got his YouTube channel back and started posting again a month later after the hack was solved. And then over 2021, things just kind of, didn't do crazy good, didn't do crazy bad. But in January of 2022, he had an absolutely legendary meltdown that you've probably seen. It's really up and really sad. This genuinely is that Dr. Lupo? No, that's not Dr. Lupo. That's Dellor. I thought I got trolled for a second. I trolled you, actually.
You know what? My life is miserable. I hate my life. I hate it. Yeah, I stream for rent money. I don't like streaming. I don't like any of the games I play. I am depressed and miserable. I don't sleep. I eat like shit. I have no friends, no social life, and I'm miserable.
What's crazy, this is a very relatable thing to people. That's what's really wild to me. I get it, aspects of that. Luckily, I've had some pretty good control of my life over the last couple years. But a lot of people live like that and will never be able, they will never be afforded the opportunity to scream it in front of people and be vindicated in that way. I don't know if he's fake raging or whatever, but that's a relatable thing. That's a gamer, dude. That's a human. Making all these mistakes and all this stuff, and it's not the end, too, of the Dellor story. Let's be real. On October of 2023, Dellor had to deal with a stalker who would come up to his window and throw eggs at the windows of his house And on stream, he saw eggs thrown at his window. He grabbed a gun, ran outside, and then came back to his desk and doxed the people who were egging his house. His account was banned for this. He went to Twitter after that and apologized.
So I've been banned. I did something really stupid. I knew it was stupid, and I still did it.
To me, I don't know why he was banned for the self-harm stuff. Anyways, that thing, he's like a toxic, it's like his guy. This thing, I mean, that's the guy's thing. Also this, I don't really know why he was banned for this either. I mean, look at his monitor and his shirt. Like, people are assaulting him basically with eggs. I think it's very justified and relatively tame in terms of controversy, so. And that's crazy to say. He took a significant and well-needed break after the egg incident, and he didn't upload again on his channel until August of 2024. He started back on YouTube. Dellor is back.
Ain't no way this is real. Dellor's back. Yeah, I'm back. Fell off? Wait, did someone say fell off? Get a real job yet? Okay, there it is.
He seemed emotionally stable. He seemed like he wasn't getting upset with trolls, and his chat asked him if he had a real job, which I assume he probably did. I don't know, maybe he did get a real job. He still rages though, but it's, you know, sad. It's f***ed up, man. It's like the audience and the creator, it's a really interesting thing, and I don't know how much of the Dellor stuff to believe, how much of it is just fake rage, which probably a lot of it probably is. I just refuse to believe that it's all legit and real, but I've been fascinated by it for a very long time. And at the end of the day, I really like Dellor. I think he's a very much a relatable streamer. He's really good, and he just kind of sucks at everything else, it seems like, in his life, which is, I mean, he's kind of the guy. It's like the thing. You know, it's how people are. It's how people like that, because it's just, you see yourself in him. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Dellor down below. Look at outside of the toxicity and like the racism just in general, you know, because if you get too hung up on that bad shit, you know, it's perfectly viable. Perfectly reasonable to get hung up on that, by the way. You guys are all, you know, I'm not sure. Let me know what you think.